Zach's leg. Zach dances better than her. Ha ha ha. Man down, man down. You guys ever seen Shaq in a Fool? I should have been like, sniper in the building. That was my favorite Shaq one. When Shaq, hey, you talk about us. Hey, let's talk about media for a second. Social marketing. You know who makes a lot of money? NBA on TNT. They're so much funnier and more entertaining than any other thing that they have. Did you see Charles Barkley, what he was talking about last time?
Yes, yes.
And it went viral because Charles Barkley is funny and he plays with it. And you know the value of a spot? If you try to advertise on it inside the NBA, guarantee you people dropping millions to get one little spot because you can monetize. See, once you have a customer base and you educate while entertaining, then they sell website space. And they've grown and scaled. I mean, NBA TNT is insane. Sniper in the building. This was Zach. This was no, we should do the one when Shaq fell. Yeah. Let's see what this one is.
Sniper in the studio.
What movie is this from?
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, Saving Private Ryan? That's Boozer. Bosch just goes down. Nobody touches him. I love this movie. Anyway, see, Shaquille O'Neal, if you watch any other sports show, none of them are as funny as inside the NBA TV. Is there anything as funny? I mean, Colin Cowherd is entertaining, but he ain't as funny as EJ, Charles, and Shaq, are they? And Kenny?
No, they're the best.
Stephen Smith can be funny. Zach in a Fool, somebody said. I still think the funniest accident was Shaq tripping over the wires. Heck yeah, I watched that live. I laughed for so long. So once again, play with it, man. You get your Amazon, you get your platform, you get your product. We were looking yesterday at doing a hair thing for Zach. Can you set this? Oh, here, I can do it myself. There we go. Is it back on?
Yeah.
1,500 people on?
Yeah.
Okay. 2,500. We got 4,000 people on YouTube and Instagram. Okay, some questions. Let me read the name of some people who are getting in the Amazon sales blueprint as we speak. See, I give value showing stuff. And I make money at the same time. People sometimes go, ha-ha, you're selling stuff. Yeah, just like they do on the World Series, just like they do in the World Cup, just like they do in the Super Bowl, just like they do in every sports event, just like they do on every TV show. Netflix is selling. You know why Netflix doesn't have commercials? Because you paid $10 a month. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to come on this live call and everybody give me $10 a month, then I'll just not do any advertisements. It's not a mind-blowing. I know some people like mind-blow, like, yo, this Thai guy, you ain't gonna believe this. He has commercials on YouTube. Like, what? What? Again, cookie-cutter people coming off the factory. Cha-chunk, cha-chunk. They're not able to think that it's now moved from TV commercials to social media commercials. Mind-blowing, I know. Really tough for some people to just, huh? Like, there was commercials on a box called TV, and now the commercials are on a box called my phone when I look at YouTube. I know, it's tough. People are going to get it, slowly but surely. Life is tough. It's tough to figure this stuff out, man. People are like, give me money. Okay. Give you money, feed you for a day. Teach you how to make money, feed you for a lifetime. Don't ever forget that. Simple saying. Sperry. Go after this Sperry market. I promise you, you'll decimate these people. Make weird loafers. Apparently women like loafers now. Whatever the market is, take this company out. They say they're waiting for their sales to come back. I'm like, you may be waiting for a while because I'm training people how to destroy this company. They don't even have a lot of followers. 297,000 followers. You can build that with giveaways. You can build a giveaway strategy, get you to 300,000 followers for your brand. Believe it or not, giveaway shoes. I know that's, Sperry's like, what do we give away? Like, do we give away gum? Should we give away microphones? Somebody, probably some intern who has no college degree but like is working minimum wage is like, why don't we give away some of these shoes? And they're like, no. That'll devalue our brand. I talked about Louis Vuitton not doing giveaways, and someone's like, that'll devalue their brand. They burn their extra stuff. Oh yeah, nothing will devalue your brand more than giving away Louis Vuitton or the equivalent to homeless, starving people around the world. Like if you want to destroy your brand, be known as an altruistic brand instead of a greedy Italian brand that caters to bougie people. Yeah, that's you're real smart, buddy. Like that's people are arguing with me after my live stream, like, dude, like, literally, someone's like, dude, that'll devalue Louis Vuitton. Really? If you did like where Drake gave, or where Oprah Winfrey gave everyone a house or a car or whatever she gave away, you think that devalued Oprah's brand? She's the first woman billionaire in history. And she understood edutainment, education. Her funnel website back then in the 80s and 90s was a TV show. And then she grew in scale. You really think burning your stuff is better than saying, you know what, we had $1 million worth of stuff we were going to burn. Instead, we took that $1 million and we gave it to AIDS orphans in Africa. You don't think that would help Louis Vuitton? Because let's look over at Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton's social media marketing strategy. I looked at it. It ain't good either. Now, they are a valuable brand, but valuable brands disappear. American Apparel was the biggest American brand. It was doing $600 to $700 million, and it went bankrupt. Was purchased for pennies on the dollar. So don't think just because you're big, you won't get taken out. Kodak was big. Okay, so here's Louis Vuitton. They have 30 million followers. 10 times, I have 3 million. They have 10 times my followers, and this gets 57,000 likes. Let's look at mine. Not to brag about mine, but I just want to compare, because I do giveaways, I do funny videos, I do all kinds of stuff. Let's look. Okay, they just posted this video here. Okay, 57,200 comments on this girl. My last picture I posted, right here, 111,000, and I have how many? 1,300 comments. So I have 1/10 of the followers, and I have exactly double the engagement. Because I do giveaways. I post stupid stuff like I just posted here. You know what the fastest growing social media brand is? 9gag. 9gag posts stupid stuff all the time, and they grow through the roof. I posted this, 750,000 views. Louis Vuitton, 10 times the followers, 200,000. They don't know what they're doing either, because they're not understanding social e-commerce at all. This right here, even though this guy is a fashion icon, the younger generation doesn't value this guy. They used to. Now they value Fashion Nova, which is a $1 billion brand built completely with social media traffic. You see? Hold on a second. Alma? Do you know what Alma is? So I hope each of you wraps your hand around what I'm saying and gets it. This is a wide open window. And this show is about, time. Someone said Carl was a genius. He was a genius. But so was the founder of many companies. Ford was founded by Henry Ford, was a genius in business. But now Elon Musk is more of a genius. You see? So it's not enough to just be a genius. It's like, who's more of a genius? You can't just rest on your laurels. They've got a decent social media presence, but it's not that good. I'll send you something in a second, Alma. Carl Sagan was a genius. Okay? Someone said, Tracy said, that's because the world's gone stupid and silly and do whatever you please. It's now accepted to be strange and different. Okay. I mean, this guy, he left hundreds of millions of dollars to his cat. I mean, that's fine that is an icon to many people, but whatever.
I think it's Carl Sagan.
No, but this guy just died. Carl something, Langford or whatever, and he left half his wealth to his cat. Which, I mean, it's...
gone, so I was just...
I was reading a different comment. And I'm just saying to this guy, it's great if he's a genius to you. I mean, he's certainly a fashion genius. But not my number one motivation. I like Warren Buffett. When he dies, he's giving half of his money away to, you know, the poorest people in the world. But whatever, you do whatever you want. You made your money, you want to give it to cats. I think it's a waste of time, but whatever. Would you buy products from Alibaba? That's a drop shipping strategy. And I think that better than a drop shipping strategy is to do an Amazon strategy. Okay, you got some questions? What's some questions, Zach?
What's the favorite mistake you ever made?
Favorite mistake I ever made? My favorite mistake I ever made? Probably going the opposite of everyone else, I guess, that I grew up with. It was like kind of a mistake I thought at the time. It just happened that way. What else? How small is too small for a niche? Good question. Ty, can you explain the Amazon strategy? So let's talk about this. So we go to Amazon here. Let's just say we want to talk about shoes. Let's say you love shoes and you want to sell them. How small of a market? Like there's probably a smaller market for these shoes right here. Centipede, Demon, men's, women's, quick dry, aqua, water shoes, barefoot, beach, swim, surf shoes. That is not how to brand. What is this? Please, Zach. Zach, is this your brand?
No.
Two Dollies men's underwear? Why would you put your hand like that? Just, that is, how did that get past Amazon compliance? And it accidentally,
Somebody snuck into my phone.
I can't even look at that. That was on the side. Oh, Lord, help us all. Someone said they want to buy. Oaxaca said he wants to buy some. Oaxaca. Zach sells those on his personal website. Some used, what were they called? Okay.
I wasn't looking.
All right. Okay. How much would you invest to try a product? The thing I like about starting out as an affiliate is you can test the market. You won't make as much money, but you don't have to spend any money. You see? So you can start as an affiliate. You can start as an affiliate. That's what I did. My first earnings on Amazon was $4 in the month of December 2013. And then it went up to about 11,000, 10 to 11,000 a month on autopilot with no work. Because I had a page that I used social media to drive traffic to. I reviewed books. People clicked, they bought the books, and not only did I get a piece of every book people bought, but I got a piece of anything that was in their shopping cart. That's good. That's great. Why did you delete Daniel? What does that mean? Who's Daniel? So the Amazon strategy can be, you can start out by testing products as an affiliate just to see if they sell. And then, this is what Jeff Bezos is starting to do. He takes everything that sells and he then makes his own version of it. So you could try to sell Centipede Demon shoes from your social media following, doing reviews on it, doing some reviews on YouTube, making funny viral videos. I think you could make a funny viral video about this that costs you basically nothing. If you have a phone, you upload it to Instagram, if you get a little trap, and it's just like, you got to see these shoes. People click, they come here, Amazon puts a cookie on them, and other things they buy. Even if they don't buy these shoes, you get a little cut, and your first check is $4. And then you go, okay, there is a market for these Centipede Demon shoes, and you could then either drop ship or white label or come up with your own version of them and build a whole business around that where you're actually selling your products. Okay? So how much money you make per month? I mean, look, I don't like to say because it intimidates people because then they're thinking, oh, Ty can do Amazon because he makes it. But I mean, you know, all my business, I don't like to do work in any business that won't make $1 million a month or more. So I have 15 main sources of income, and they don't all hit $1 million a month, but that's like the target, and some hit way more than that. So yeah, Ty, you look like Mark Wahlberg. What was the shorts before that? Somebody likes the hot sale on Torales men's mesh. Is Alma still here?
Yeah, I think she went back to want to grab her.
Just tell her to check her phone. Okay. Ty, can social commerce work for books? Yes, because that's the actual case study that I was doing. I did it with books. Josh Paler, a new course coming on. It's already come and it's gone in 2 hours and 40 minutes. Here's an example of what I did. So tylopez.com/books right here. I have this page on my website. I've hardly updated it for years. Once in a while we update it, but the books that I like haven't changed that much. I listed about 60, 70 of my favorite books. And when people click to buy them, then it goes to Amazon. If you look in here, this long URL, I am an affiliate. It says tag Ty Lopez. See, Amazon tracks. That's my name right there. So when you buy this book for $1.95, I probably make 3 cents. But if you drop in other things into your cart, make more. And remember, being an affiliate is not the way to make the most money, but it's the easiest and cheapest way to test things. Opinions on sports gambling. Ty, can you extend the deadline? I'm getting paycheck in the morning. I can't. I wish I could. I know some of you. I already extended it. It was supposed to close at 5, but people are confused which time zone I meant. So I just said, as long as it's still Friday in America, you can buy. Once it turns Saturday, tonight at midnight, anywhere in America except Hawaii. But California, it's... So you can go on a wait list if we ever open it up again. Okay? Ty, how do you figure out if the niche is too competitive? I talked about this yesterday. Don't worry so much about competition. Learn how to do social commerce. Basically 1 in 100,000 brands here knows how to, or products, is using social e-commerce like you're going to learn in this program. They're not doing it. They're not. I repeat, they're not doing it. They're not doing it. Look at Sperry. Yeah, don't try to compete with Nike. But you could definitely compete with Sperry, and you could definitely compete with a lot of these dumb brands. Really. So, what else? Ty, how do you get a girl? Sell on Amazon. That's my answer for everything today. Anything people bring. Ty, how do I gain muscle? Sell on Amazon. And then buy what you sell on Amazon. Take the money, give it to a personal trainer who forces you to get up in the gym. Ty, let me get Zach's hair again for 500 Thai bucks. How small is too small? Okay, so I answered that on too small. Too small, it's better to go after something a little too big than too small, in my opinion. Some people will give you the opposite advice and go after some teeny niche and dominate it. But do you really want to dominate the underwater basket weaving market? It's like the market of 3 people. So, like, you want to spend all that? I don't want to. Let me just see if underwater basket weaving exists here. Yes, there is a book. There it is. Underwater basket weaving is legit. Let me see. I got to see a video. So to me, like, this is just too small of a market for me, even though people do want to watch it. Here you go. Free advice from Vimeo. Let's see. They put it. Here's my question. What is the main... I know I'm stupid, but what's the main advantage of underwater basket weaving? Is it that it stays wet? That's what she said. No, that doesn't... I mean, what is... Does anybody know why underwater basket weaving exists? I just don't know.
I think it started as something that was just
Google versus Amazon. Why is Amazon better? Well, it's easier to sell on Amazon. You know? Show example of a click funnel. No, today we're showing Amazon. It's an Amazon funnel. Amazon does it for you. You get to partner with the richest man in the world who builds funnels for you, and he has a couple 100 million credit cards on file. More important than the funnel is, do people have to enter their credit card? People don't like to enter their credit card in. So if the card's already entered for you, it's way better. Well, Zach, I think this is another market for you to go into.
Cups?
No.
Oh, basket.
Yeah, basket weaving cups.
Competitive basket weaving?
You can tell they're drop shipping some of these things because of the length of time. Like ships within 1 to 3 weeks. Ships between 1 and 52 weeks. I like that they gave themselves a wide drop shipping window. We ship within your lifetime. I'm going to start saying that. Someone said it looks like he's playing with a dead jellyfish. Best rags to rich story? Probably one of my top 300 student. By the way, who's going to be in my 300 group from his Amazon? My 300 best success stories. In 2018, my best success story was a guy who went from being in prison in 2014. His mom would print out my programs. He's in 4 of my programs. He netted 25 million. That's the most. That's not common. That's like, so don't get it in your mind that you're going to make 25 million going in this program. I'm just saying that's, yeah. Partner with the richest guy in the world, sell stuff. He controls the funnel. He controls all this stuff and makes sure like that this works. This website's not going to go down because the richest man in the world will make a few phone calls and put your website back up. That's why I like Amazon, especially for those of you who are beginners or even intermediary. Ty, who are you closer with and who do you think gives better advice, Grant Cardone or Gary Vee? Who gives better advice? I mean, look, there's so many people out there that are smart, that are teaching. Oh, people are commenting. Someone said Gary is better. Someone said Grant is better. I mean, there is no such thing as better. You know, Grant Cardone done a lot of real estate deals, so he knows a lot about real estate. Gary Vee's been in the social media, especially YouTube game, for a long time. He was like one of the first people out there. I think he started in like 2007 on YouTube. You know, Joe Rogan's a big one out there too. Look at Joe Rogan. Nobody's bigger than Joe Rogan. He started in 2009 on YouTube. So they try to build a cabinet of advisors. The president has 15 advisors. He doesn't have one. He doesn't go, who's the best advisor? You're my advisor. He has 15. You want 15, you know? So you don't have to say Ty is better. People, of course, here on my stream are going to say Ty's the best because they follow me. But, I mean, I'm not better than, I'm just different. I got my own approach. There's many ways to win in this game, and you can learn many things. I will tell you this, what I can tell you is in terms of putting people through step-by-step curriculums, I have the most, I think, of anybody ever in history online from an individual influencer. I have 285,000 people in my paid programs. That's not even counting free stuff. Millions in the free stuff. Hundreds of millions will watch the free stuff. But in terms of a paid, I've watched people pay money and I've seen what works. So I'm a competitor to college, you could say. I'm a competitor to community college. I'm a competitor to an undergrad degree. So that's more my competition. I don't compete with Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins. We're more kind of all doing the same thing in their way. And sometimes they don't agree with me, and sometimes I don't agree with them. That's just welcome to the world. You know what I mean? I don't agree with everything they say, and they don't agree with everything I say. So, in general, I agree with them. The big picture, I think we all agree. Whether it's Gary, Grant, Tony Robbins, you know, all the different influencers, all of us are kind of saying the same thing. Take action, okay? A piece of paper diploma can help you a little bit, but it's not the main determinant. I think we all say that. I think we all say that. We all say create multiple streams of income. That's important. We all say that you're going to have to put in the work. Nobody's going to hand it to you. Okay? Now, we all say it in our own little way. Grant is more like, yo, go into real estate. Gary, I think, I'm not exactly sure. I think his thing is more You know, he has books. He's a big author. Grant has books. I talk a lot about books, but I haven't written a book. I'm working on one, but Gary's done a ton of books. He's an investor in many brands. Grant's more hardcore real estate guy. I'm more about, like, I care more about lifestyle overall. Like, my question is, I'm not only, like, I try to reduce my income some years because I want to do other things, you know? We're all in different places in life. So that's, you got to think, like, one thing that I do when I'm trying to figure out who I want to listen to, whose overall life do I want, you see? Like, there's many things I like about Warren Buffett. Overall, I like Warren Buffett's approach. He does what he wants. He doesn't grind like people think. He works. But he says grinding to him is the opposite of what he wants to do. He does work, though. But he's not a grinder. He says he wakes up, he tap dances out of bed, he sleeps, he lives 1 mile from his office. There's 22 people there. He says all he does is read all day. Ask Warren Buffett, he says he reads 500 pages a day. He said, I sit there, I basically don't do anything, but I read and I think and I strategize. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I like Arnold Schwarzenegger a lot. I grew up, my dad was a professional bodybuilder. He's from Harlem. And so my dad, all bodybuilders pretty much admire Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger's worth over $500 million. I've gotten to know him a teeny bit. I've been to his house a couple times. I went and spoke with him in Australia. I opened up for him in Melbourne last year, and I gotten to know his son, Patrick, and one thing I like about Arnold, like, his son is a cool guy. And a lot of people who are rich, their kids turn out wacky. Patrick Schwarzenegger, awesome guy. I like Will Smith. You know, I've gotten to know his son, Jaden. I don't know Will, but me and Jaden text sometimes. I met him at a conference, or what was that thing in Long Beach where I met him? He was just out at a hot dog stand. And he's like, yo, dude, I watch your videos. It was like an expo of, like, shoe brands and stuff. It was the one in Long Beach. I met him last year. Like, I like Will Smith because that dude has a whole package. He's made money. He likes his life. He got a fun family. His son started a water brand at 12 years old. His son's smart, man. So I look at the big picture. When I admire people, I don't just look who has the most money. You know who's got the most money? This dude right here, my next door neighbor. That's a $250 million condo. The most expensive, I think, in the world, but in America. He paid $250 for an unfinished condo. It's a hedge fund guy, but I wouldn't want to be him. So I do admire what he's done, but he's not like a role model to me. Because my goal is not to be the richest man in the graveyard, okay? Yeah, Complex Con. That's where I met Jaden Smith. And so I like to look at everything. So I don't look at, who do I like more, Grant Cardone or Gary Vee? I don't just listen to what people say and teach. I look at their lifestyle. And I like my lifestyle the best because only I know what I like. I wouldn't want to be almost any. There's very few people that I look at them and I go, damn. Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, that is a guy that would have been fun to be. You know, and he's got money too. He's worth over $500 million. You know why I like Arnold Schwarzenegger? He did everything he ever planned to as a teenager. As a teenager, he said he was going to marry Kennedy. He was going to win Mr. Olympia. He was going to come to America. He was going to be a millionaire before 30. He became a millionaire before 30 with a, you know, he had an online business before online. He would mail people weights through the mail. You would buy it in the back of magazines, and he did real estate in Santa Monica. Everything, he said he wanted to be the highest paid actor in the world. Terminator 2. He was the highest paid actor in the world. I like Arnold, but he also had fun, man. That guy had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. People say, oh, I got a private jet. He had a private 747. 747. That was his. He traveled around in his own 747. That's baller. Forget a G4, a G5. Forget all 747, baby. You could put 600 people. How many people fit on a 747?
600. Yeah.
Is
that right?
No,
I just said.
Maybe a few hundred.
No. I don't know what. 747 only is 200? That can't be right.
400.
400.
Actually, 400 to 600.
400 to 600. I'm telling you, there's a sheik out of the Middle East that has a 747. He has a basketball court in it. and a gym, and he has a zoo. He keeps like giraffes with him. Yeah, Google it.
What's the point?
I don't know. That got too much money. But see, I wouldn't want to be some sheik who inherited money, because every person I've ever seen who inherit money, it's not as enjoyable. You didn't do anything for it, so you're kind of like, well, I'm depressed. I got a place in, like, this is Billionaire Row. All these neighbors are most billionaires in the world here in Manhattan. And I got a place in South Beach and in Beverly Hills. I've been around rich people, and they're not all happy. Arnold should run for president. He can't. The Constitution won't let him. He was born in Austria. Okay. I'm about to get off here. And anything, how much money do I got left to give out? 700 still?
Yeah.
Oh, let me read the names of a few people getting in the Amazon program, and then I'm gonna go. We've got Jesse Mulligan, Craig Westerman in Cockeysville, Maryland. Please tell me you didn't make that up. Can you imagine? People go, where you live? Cockyville, baby. I'm in Cockyville. Look it up. Cockeysville.
I'm missing Cockyville.
I can't even make that up. No. Yeah, I guess that would, yeah. Jennifer May, no, Kyle Cummings in Hudson, Ohio. Yasser Jackson in New York, right here. Edgar Arden in Houston, Texas. Paseth Soon in Cambodia. James Balachino. That's another good name. Anything with Bala, his first 5 letters of his 5 letters of his name, his last name is Bala. Dude, just drop the Chachino. Just stick with James Bala.
Sounds kind of like Ching, too.
Yeah, Bala Chaching. But just imagine if you saw, that's why, you know, I went to Romania. And I went to Vlad's castle. It's the actual place where the vampire stories come from, where it's a guy named Vlad the Impaler, a.k.a. Dracula. And they have some documents he signed, and I was like, man, I got to change my name. This dude used to he would sign his name Count Dracula. Like, that is I guess back then no one knew what it was, but there is nothing better than I could do is do a business deal, send over my offer, and it's signed Count Dracula. Dude, Zach, trust me, change your name to Dracula Cookman. I'll do one of those fake accreditations. I'll be like, you are now hereby a count. And you could be Count Dracula, Count Zacula. Count Zacula.
Welcome to the Count.
You could just sign it real fast. It would look like Dracula.
I'll do the Count Dracula show.
Count Chocula.
Welcome.
Alma, what are you guys doing? Come over here. Come watch for a second. I can have an audience of 1 person. You want to be right there behind Zach? Here, come around this way.
Is that what y'all said?
Yeah, Count Zacula. That's actually like cheesy yet witty at the same time. You can go right there. Right there. Count Zacula. You're not on camera, don't worry. Someone says... Don't listen to Zach. Is Amazon still a good market to enter? It's very difficult to make money because it's very saturated. It's not saturated. What do you define as saturated? More supply than demand? But what about more good supply than demand? Like, that's, yeah. Zach didn't fool. It depends how, if you suck and you don't have any training, then everything in the world is way too saturated. That's my advice for you. If you look at the world with the glass half empty, you're going to always fulfill that, man. I'm wanting to start branding myself for self-help, anxiety, depression video series. Your opinion on how to begin it. How can you monetize that on Amazon? Self-help? Write an ebook. You guys know this 50 Shades of Grey? You ever seen this right here? This started, or one of the big places that she sold her 50 Shades of Grey books. Look at this. 73,000 reviews of her trilogy at $26. If you have 73,000 reviews, you know how many books you sold? And people said there's already 10 million books out there. So isn't that too saturated? You guys said it's too saturated to make money. People act like they know what they're talking about. It's too saturated. This is the biggest mistake. I love saturated markets. That means there's a lot of demand. Another thing they don't teach in school. People go, oh, somebody already else had that idea. Well, Somebody already had social media idea before Mark Zuckerberg built Facebook. Tom at MySpace. And someone had an idea before Tom at MySpace. Friendster. Look at this. 50 Shades of Grey. How much do you think she's made from books alone? Forget the books, Zach. Okay, $100 to the first person who guesses it correctly. 50 Shades of Grey, total dollars in books sold. E-books or physical books. 50 Shades of Grey, book sales. Not movie. They've done $1 billion or so in movie. This is going to be crazy. Let me look at this number. Let's just see how many copies, let's just say copies have they sold. Man, this is back to 2014. Man, okay, the last number, according to 2014, how many had she sold in 2014? Oh, no, here it's 2015, I see. Does anybody have it? 250 million? No. There you go. Daniel Gendelberg on YouTube. 125 million as of 2015. You know, I bet you she sold another 125 million. Now, let's just do the math on the ebook, because I think she started with the ebook. Let's say you knew how to write. It's not, have you ever read 50 Shades of Grey? It's not brilliant writing, okay? It's just not. Kindle, $9. $10. Let's just say, and this isn't even what she kept, let's just say she kept half of that money. If you sell 100 million books at $5, Sam, what do you have? 100 million times 5 is $500 million. What's her name again? It's E.L. James. I still got this underwater basket weaving. I need your email, Gendelberg. I need your I need it. I need your email if you want to get paid. This shows you how bad these net worth things are. In 2015, they said she only had a net worth of 58 million. Trust me, these net worth things on my net worth, all these stupid net worth things are so wrong. Look, here's one that says, so you got one that says 58 million. The next one below says 150, and the one here below says 370 million. This one says 95 million. The books, the movies are going to make her crazy money. Anyway, she's worth over 100 million. All she did was write this little thing right here. Can anybody, have you ever read the quality of writing on that book?
Someone just said I couldn't get past chapter 8.
Got all the way to chapter 8. Who here can write this book? I mean, someone said she spent some money. Yeah, she may have spent, maybe she was worth 150 million. She spent 100 million partying. She did some H&B like Zach. Who knows what H&B is?
It's
$100 if you know what Zach's H&B definition is. H&B. Blexican royalty said me. Is that that's a new, so you got Blasian.
Yeah,
Blexican, black and Mexican. How do I not know that?
Christian got it. H&B.
On what?
Christian Riobo got it. What is it, Zach? You say it.
Hookers and blow.
Christian Riobo. Did you take a picture?
Yeah.
$100 to you, Christian Riobo. Hustling and bustling, someone wrote. Harbor. All right. Whoever is the most creative alternate meaning of H&B. Someone said hair and booze.
Yeah, I like that one.
Health and beauty. She spent 100 million on her health and beauty. Let's see. E.L. James.
Heroin and bleach.
Did she spend heroin and bleach?
Yeah.
This is my new series. How creative are you? Okay, so what did we say? E.L. James. I bet you that's not her real name, by the way. For those of you who are introverts, there you go. That's her. E.L. James made 100 million. Just a regular person out there. She didn't have an MBA. She doesn't have, that's just her. Zach, you need to meet her.
I'm good.
Why? She's smart.
25, 30 years.
You're good for the. Somebody said hair and butts.
What's his name?
Hot and bot. Hungry and hairy. It's H&B, man.
Is she the richest drag queen?
I ain't going there. Let me pull this down before Zach gets me in trouble. Heads and boulders, health and booty. Hang and bang. Somebody wrote therapy and pills for H&B. You got both letters wrong, man. Homes and boats. There you go. Zach, when he gets his $100 million from his hair care line, is going to do H&B, homes and boats. High and bund. Hawaiian booty. Zach, you did want to go to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, I like the Hawaiian booty.
Zach likes that. All right, I got to get off here. How much time's left on Insta? Who's getting in the Amazon program before I close it at midnight California time? You have exactly 3 hours and 14 minutes.
I think it's actually 6 because we're in New York town.
Look on the timer page.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. We're doing it California time. Whatever. You don't have much time. Put it that way. Someone put humanity and biodiversification. They think highly of you, Zach. If Zach makes $100 million, he's going to focus it all on humanity and biodiversity.
6 hours. You have 6 hours, 12 minutes.
It's 6 in California. Okay, so you got until midnight California. Hydrogen and balloons. Hairy and busty. Hunky and bumpy. Okay, how much is the program? People are asking. So I have 2 options. It's less than under $500, or you can do 3 payments. I think the 3 payments are like under $150. Now you do have an alternative. They have social media at colleges. If you want to learn from a professor who's never made money, you can do this. There's a university that has an Amazon degree in in Miami. Let me see how expensive this is. Florida University Amazon course. God help anybody who goes to like a junior college and learns Amazon. They're not even good enough to rank here. Here, University of Florida, Gainesville has a tools and strategy. Oh no, that's for conservation and develop of the Amazon jungle. So yes, your alternative is you can go to University of Gainesville. I should put this up. I promise you, somebody's going to buy a ticket thinking they're going down there to learn Amazon course. They're going to sign up for this. They're going to get down there and they're going to be like, why are there all these slides of jungles? Yeah, I recommend you go here. If you don't get in the program, trust me, you want to go to University of Florida, Gainesville. I like that they have this up on their site, even though it was in October 2017. Good way to update your site, guys. No, but I know there is a course somewhere at some University of Florida where you can learn how to sell on Amazon. And what's the cost? Most college semesters cost like $2,500 to $5,000. There's other Amazon courses out there. There's some good ones, but most of them are $3,000 to $5,000. So you can get in this one for under $150, 3 payment plan, or you can just pay one time. It's not an ongoing one. Someone said that's an ugly ass looking website. You don't like Tropical Conservation Development Program? It actually is. I want to go to them. I've been to the Amazon jungle one time. Is this class different than the Quick Start program? Yeah, the Quick Start program was a 10-day crash course, but I closed that like 3 days ago. That was just rewarding people who got in. Now it's the full 4-month certification. If someone starts from scratch with this blueprint, how long do you think it will take before generating substantial income? It depends on the person. But don't go into it think you're going to get rich overnight. I've never seen something really get people rich overnight except like illegal stuff. But the problem with that is then you end up in jail. So you make money. And so like anything that makes you $1 million like the first month somebody tells you, or even the first year, I mean, it takes a while. Just try to make your first $1,000 a month, then your first $10,000. You can usually stop there. Most people in the world will be happy with $10,000 a month. Hard Boy on YouTube says, Ty, what about eBay? Don't you think eBay is relevant? Yeah, but not as relevant as Amazon. I mean, you know how much more is bought on Amazon versus eBay? How often? Who here bought on eBay in the last month? Josh, when was the last time you bought on eBay? I don't think I ever bought on eBay. Sam, you ever bought on eBay?
Yeah.
When's the last thing you bought on eBay that you can say on this call?
It was books.
Books.
Oh no, it was.
You bought books on eBay?
Oh, I thought you said Amazon.
No.
Sorry.
Okay. What did you?
Oh, I know, a refrigerator part.
You bought a refrigerator part on eBay. How long ago?
Months ago.
Months ago. When's the last time you bought something on Amazon?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Josh, last time you bought something on Amazon? Yesterday. Zach, what have you bought on eBay though?
Nothing, ever.
Ever.
Never.
And eBay's owned by PayPal. You can still make money on eBay, but I'm just going, you really want to, you know, Joel Salter, my first mentor, said the worst thing in life is growing old and realize you got good at the wrong thing. Imagine you got good at eBay instead of Amazon. Who do you think's got more potential in the long run? You get it. One of the people they're not yet teaching, but they're flying in to teach. He's one of my followers. He then was trained by Liz, who's one of the trainers. He made $253 in one lightning sale on Amazon in one day, 253 grand, with like 10-15% margin. So he made like 20 to 50 grand in one day. That's harder to do on eBay, just because there's not the velocity of people. It's possible. It's possible. There are people. Somebody said they haven't bought on eBay in a decade. Somebody said, boy, you boring, Ty. Okay, I got to pull this guy up. This is my new thing. I just got to know, am I actually boring or you can't follow? Let me see this guy. What's his thing, Zach? Zainab.
I-N.
Zainab.
_ Cookie.
All right, Mr. Cookie. Okay, I don't even know it. I'm not even going to roast this person. It's not even over age. Okay, we'll skip this one. I ain't even going there. Somebody said, not again, ha ha ha. Yesterday I found a dude that was, yeah. Somebody said, roast him. People love when you know what happened? People were like write nasty things on Twitter, so I started roasting people, and then it disappeared. I roasted people so hard, or I don't know what happened. Maybe I didn't roast them hard. I didn't get one person to leave a nasty comment for like 30, 60 days. You can, if you smash people, you know, a lot of people are kind of like bullies. They hide behind comments. So if you bring it to the light, they're not really very confident people. So I wish sometimes I had more. I was having fun on that whole thing. Dre, who cuts my hair, he's like, dude, I would wake up every day being like, I got to read some roasts. And he's like, why'd you stop? I'm like, I didn't stop. There's nothing left to roast. Yeah. Where did Zany and Steven go? Who is Zany? Zany? Did I ever have someone around me named Zane? I feel like I purposely wouldn't have someone around me who went by Zany. Yo!
Somebody said Hooters and Bojangles.
Hooters and Bojangles? That's a H&B Zach would like. Highs and boners. Somebody said, Zach Rohio said, I love the roasting. 17 motivational things talked about fighting back. What is the difference between crash course and the 4-month full program? Well, the crash course was a 10-day program, but it's not out anymore. I let people in and you guys lost. It was like, I closed it like 3 days ago. So now you got the full program, 4-month certification. At the end, give you a certification. It's not a college degree. It just says certifying you went through. We have a test at the end. Some people fail it. It's a real test. We have our social media marketing agency certification. Some people fail it, and then I'm like, you can cheat in the answers, like you can look through we put a timer on it, I think. So, Ty, roast me, please. Ty, how can I make $3,000 a month? You got to add value to 3,000 people's lives. That's a good way to think about it. That's a really simple way to think about it. How do you make whatever number? How do you make 3,000 a month? How do you make 3 million a month? A good rule of thumb, it's not exact, is if you add value to 3,000 people's lives per month, you can safely say in general that you can make $1 per month to people you're adding value to. I've seen that. It's actually more of an accurate number than you think. How do you make 3 million a month? You got to add value to 3 million people. And value is a subjective term. Like the Kardashians make money, and a lot of people don't like the Kardashians. But the people who do like the Kardashians get value from them. And Kylie Jenner sold 10, 20 million of lipstick kits in 1 hour on her birthday or whatever. Because 10 or 15 million people got value from what she did. She probably got more than $1 per. But you get the gist of it. You see what I'm saying? So the reason I like social commerce, social e-commerce, is you can reach so many people. Like, look how many people on my YouTube channel I've reached so far. I can see, I got this little YouTube analytics thingy. I go in here, I go to my analytics, I go to watch time. I set it since 2015. When I started, I'm at 1.8 billion minutes watched. So that's 1.8 billion. Now, people watch more than 1 minute, so, but you go to views here, you have 555 million. So let's say half those people are individuals. That's 225 million people have watched my stuff. Even if only a fifth of them are individual people, it's still, 111 million people have gotten some value enough to watch it. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how you make that kind of money. And Ty, I love you, no homo. Ty is the real deal. Thank you. Somebody wrote in German, Geschlappen Kudjuk. What does that mean? It doesn't even sound German. I'm bored. It's vacation, and we are learning like we are in school. See, if I do too much teaching, and if I do too much joking around, people are like, get with the program. You're talking too much. You know, my favorite little story, Aesop's Fable, there was a man and his son. They got to sell their stuff. They're going into town with their donkey, and the boy's riding on the donkey. Some people walk by, and they hear him whispering, what a disrespectful son. He rides the donkey while his dad walks. So the son feels bad, gets off the donkey. The father gets on the donkey. They go a little further. People walk by and whisper, what kind of man, a grown, strong man, makes his little 9-year-old son walk? So they feel bad. So they get off the donkey. Both of them are just leading it. People walk by, whisper, look at these two idiots. They have a donkey, and they're not even using it. So now they both get on the donkey. They go a little further, and PETA comes by, some animal activists, and they go, look at these two people torturing this animal. This donkey's just going, and the donkey's weighed down by these two people. So finally, they get to the town, the bridge into the town, and the father and the son are carrying the donkey. But as they go across the bridge, it's a little too heavy. They trip and fall off the bridge into the water, and they lose everything. And the moral of the story is you can't please all the people all the time. And that's what I've learned. So I just do whatever I want to do. And the people who love it, love it. The people who don't love it, go find some other social media person that they love. Some people love, this person and this person and this person. It's like TV channels. There used to be, when my mom was a little girl in the 60s, she told me, like, Ty, there was 3 TV stations. ABC, NBC, and CBS or whatever. Then you fast forward into the 80s and the 90s. Zach, when did MTV come out?
82.
82, MTV, new channel about music. When did ESPN come out?
78.
Late 70s. So then by the time you get into the year 2000, people have satellite dishes. They have 800 channels. But now the world's changed. You know how many websites there are? $100. How many websites are there? $100. Not web pages, because there's billions of those. How many websites are there? Counting all their pages as just one. What's the number? Who knows? $100 to whoever does this. First, let me look it up, because I haven't even looked at the newest numbers. It's insane. There used to be 1,000 TV channels on satellite. Now, how many, I'm just Googling it, are there? $100, the first person I see that answers. I'm going to go, yeah, I think this is right. As of 27, man, what's up with Google showing some old-ass articles at the top? Google is not always right, because, here we go. All right, here's as of January 2019, All right, who's going to get this one? 5 billion, no. 2 billion, no. 500 million, colder. 1.94 billion, a little warmer, but still cold. 987 million, cold. 127 billion, way cold. 127 billion websites? No. That's like 10 websites per person. 599 billion, 7 billion. Colder. I went to like, oh, I'm just gonna, okay, this is going to take too long. Anybody who's even remotely close. 1 billion, closer. 644 million, colder. 1.8, getting very warm. Getting warmer, warmer, warmer. What else? Come on. 300 billion? 300, this dude, you're icy. 1.8 is close, but not there. There. Jose Jacob, okay, Jose _ Jacob 08. 1.5 billion. This website has a counter, and it says it's at 1518. 1.5 billion. 18,207,412. That's a bullshit counter. There's no way somebody knows it's down to 412. Anyway, but $100. We got 5 minutes left. I got to go.
Was that Instagram?
Yes. You have exactly 6 hours left to get in. Go to tylopez.com. You can see it on the home page there. It's right in the middle. Or you can just put in tylopez.com/Amazon Live. At midnight California time, you can no longer buy. The buy button won't work. There'll just be a wait list. If I open it up again, we'll email people on the wait list. You will miss out. I want to give people who catch trends the head start, man. Jose said 1 million. Yeah, well, your friend Jose is a bad estimator. Don't be playing that game. You know the game where you like guess how many jelly beans there are? Don't bring Jose. Are we good to end?
Yeah, we have to give away $400.
Oh, we got to go away $400. Let's give 2 people $200. No, let's give 1 person $400. It's Friday. Who can use $400 to go travel the world, go travel the club, go travel wherever it is you go, go hang out with Zach with some H&B.
H&B on me.
Hotels and booze. You want someone to H&B on you?
I'm just saying, you know.
What does that even mean, Zach? Zach is throwing codes out. He wants somebody to H&B on him.
I didn't say that.
What do you think that could be?
I don't even want to say.
All right, Josh has something devious in his eye. Look at Josh's face. All right. The final. What were the 3 trends? Oh, the 3 trends. You missed it. You're going to have to rewind and watch the replay. What if your niche is art? Man, you better get on Amazon unless you are like Pablo Picasso and you have a built-in audience. I think it's so good of a place to sell. Okay, we got $400 million. Let's go. I mean, $400. Sorry. Got a little confused. $400. 400 million Thai bucks. What is the value of a Shroot buck? Good question. 100,000 Shroot bucks is equal to 1 penny or whatever. What was it? 10,000?
Yeah, like a 1.
Someone said, I got bills to play, Camera Lawler.
90 seconds.
Here we go. What picture? Who are the 2 people on the picture I showed at the very beginning of this call? I'm rewarding the people who've been watching since the beginning. See, watch what I do. I got $400 going out. Ready, set, go. How much time we got left? Instagram?
1 minute, 9 seconds.
Don't forget to go to tylopez.com/Amazon Live before midnight California time. What did I have on the homepage of this whole call? 2 people. I had 2 people. Who were they? Playing tennis in weird white shorts. Your dad and mom. No.
Got it on Instagram.
Let me see. Okay, Instagram. Saul SNCHZ. Jeff No, you got it wrong. You said Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. No. No. Oh, man, I thought you had it.
I got it on Twitter. Twitter's lighting up with it.
Let me see here. Damn.
But there is somebody on Instagram that got it.
There is?
Yeah.
Okay, Zach saw him. Where?
I see Outspoken V.
Let me see it. All right, Outspoken V.
Bezos and Gates.
was Bezos and Gates. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Outspoken V will DM you $400. Congratulations. But more important than me giving you $400 is giving you more than $400 of value.